Hello and welcome to another review from Colour with Claire. Today I'm reviewing something completely different to colouring books, even though they are marketed as scratch colouring books on the website. These are scratch art products from Lago, a Japanese company. They're available in postcard size like these here and in a large 10 by 15 poster size like this night view book. So the basics of what you do with these books are you scratch off with a special tool the surface of the picture and it reveals a shiny metallic either gold or coloured surface underneath. So it's a bit like doing a scratch card, and underneath the silver there's, something is revealed, and that's exactly the premise of these products. So I'll just show you a few of the products that they do. There are loads and loads of different kinds of postcards and colouring books on their website for all different places and things, even Alice in Wonderland. So there's a lot of different variety, but this is just a small selection. So I'll start off with the little postcard wallets, and the production quality is absolutely beautiful for the packaging. So as you can see, we have this lovely gold foiled front cover to the postcard wallet, and then on the back it gives you a little thumbnail of each of the 4 designs that are contained inside. So when you open it up, you see that there is a beautiful sort of translucent postcard envelope for you to store your postcards in, so that's really nice, little addition. And then we have the postcards themselves. So as you can see, Tower of Pisa, hopefully this is showing up on the video, yep. Statue of Liberty, Opera House, and the Tower Bridge in London. So it's all blacked out, but the actual details that you scratch off are done in grey so that you know where to go. The only thing about these is, and what makes it good for adults as well, because these are, scratch art's normally seen as quite a childish activity, but these really are great for adults because as you can see here, I've accidentally scratched off some of the black background that isn't included in the grey line art, and that means that you have to be super precise and careful when you're doing this scratching, because the whole thing is able to be scratched, not just the grey parts. So it does give that level of complexity that adult colourists like to have, and it does make it a bit more of an intricate crafting project. So they're the postcards that you get in this set. You also receive this scratch tool made of plastic. It's got the Lago name on it there, and we have a pointed end and then a flatter end here, so you can probably use this end for larger details like the border here, and then use obviously the pointed end to get right into those little details. The last thing that you receive in the wallet is a little gold sticker. It says good luck on it. It's just a little addition. You could probably use it to seal this envelope if you wanted to send it to somebody. So yeah, would have been really good to have 4 of these so that you could send them to individual people, but maybe this is just something that you can store your postcards in rather than be used as a sending envelope. So I'll just pop these back in. But as I say, you've got to be careful with them so that you don't mess up like I did and scratch off any of the background design. But that also does give you a bit of scope for adding your own details to this, because if it was only the grey parts that were scratchable, you wouldn't be able to have any additional details on it at all. So for instance, you could make some fireworks in this black background sky if you wanted to, or the moon or stars or anything you wanted. So this wallet is the Cherry Blossom series. Those are the ones that it includes here, and as you can see, it's not just gold, but there's some beautiful metallic pinks on these as well. So we have Osaka Castle. I'm not going to try and pronounce these, but this is in Kyoto. This is Mount Fuji, or Fuji, and Tokyo Tower in Tokyo. So all the same premise, you get the tool and the envelope and the sticker in all of these postcard sets. And as I say, there are plenty of sets, different countries, different landmarks, as I say, even Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, things like that. So do have a look on the website in the description for all the different types of products. Now this is the 10 by 15 night view board book. So this is for somebody that wants a bit of a bigger project, larger scale. If you wanted to do something really, really quickly, you could probably just do a postcard, you know, if you haven't really got time to go onto this. But this is for those who want to take a bit of time and create something a bit bigger. So the night view book, this particular one, contains images of London, Hamburg, Budapest and Florence. So we'll just open it up and have a look at that grey line art and see how detailed they are. So here there's the world map of the countries that are featured in this particular version. And this one is telling us the next page will be London. I'm not going to show you that just yet because that's what I've actually done. So let's just move on to Hamburg. As you can see, lots and lots of really, really tiny spaces for you to scratch off. So it is going to take time. It is something you will have to spend, you know, quite a lot of time and be very careful with it because obviously this whole thing is scratchable. Next we have Budapest and Florence. Lastly, they have given a little bit of an added extra. This is a blank piece of board for you to draw anything you like freely on here, and it does have that scratch surface underneath. So I'm really quickly just going to do a little bit on here. You can see what I mean. Underneath here on the very last part of the book, it's a bordered back, so it's something to lean on while you're doing this, is your tool. So I'm going to take this tool and just do a few little circles just to show you what I mean with this being a free board. So as you can see, it shows up straight away. I don't know if this is all gold. I'm presuming it is because all of the ones in this book are gold without any colours or anything. But the Peter Pan ones and things like that on the website do have all different rainbow colours underneath, and they look absolutely stunning. So would be worth checking those out. So as you can see, you can do anything you want. You can write on it. You can draw on it. You can do anything. So that's a really nice little addition, probably for the kids to play around with. If you want to do your, you know, professional pieces like this and your kids really want to have a go, because it is a really cool, exciting thing to do, and the kids are probably going to want to join in, and you don't want them to ruin your masterpiece, so you can give them this piece of board and just let them get on with it. So as I said earlier, this tool can be used for larger spaces like this, and you do have a bit of a deposit to the residue of the black stuff that comes off, but you just have to carefully brush it away. Make sure that you're not wearing any rings, because that was my downfall with mine. So yeah, lovely addition to the book. Right, we'll go on to the one that I have completed so you can see a full piece done. This is London Tower Bridge, and as you can see, lots and lots again of little tiny details. It did take quite a while to do, but it was really satisfying and, you know, interesting to be scratching off rather than adding colour, so you're revealing colour. And yeah, just something different to colour in. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do one of these postcards. Probably going to speed it up because it's going to take me quite a while, just so that you can see one being done in real, well, it's not going to be real time, it'll be speeded up, but just so you can see one being done live. So I'm going to choose one of these postcards, and then I'm going to come back afterwards, show you it, talk a little bit more about it, give you the pricing and the place to find this. So stick with me and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so there it is, my finished postcard of the Statue of Liberty. It took around about 20-25 minutes to do, so not too long at all. And you will have noticed that my fingers were leaving oily imprints as I was holding this card still when I was scratching. And to combat that, you saw that I put a piece of paper over the place where my hand was resting, so I would advise that you do that. Also, it can stop you scratching off pieces with rings that you don't want to scratch off, as I've done. Another thing that you will have seen in the video is that I changed my tool. This is the tool that comes with it as standard, and this is one that you can buy separately on Amazon or on the website, and it is designed to feel and be shaped like a fountain pen. So it's a little bit more comfortable to hold in the hand than this flat, rather square tool. And it has a beautiful sharp gold nib on the end. And yeah, it's just a lot better, I feel, a lot more comfortable, a lot more ergonomic in the hand than this flat tool. So you can buy that separately, and I'll give you all the details just now. So as for price and availability of these Lago products, if you're in the UK, you can get them on Amazon. There's all different kinds and varieties, as I explained earlier. And the prices are as follows. So for the big night view books like this, you're looking at between £12 and £14, depending on the design and the availability on Amazon. And then for the smaller postcard sets, you're looking at between £8 and £11, depending again on which one you buy. So for this fountain pen tool, you're paying £6 on Amazon, which I think is quite reasonable. It's going to last you forever, and it does feel a lot more comfortable in the hand. If you're in America, in the US, you can buy these Lago products on their website, lagoscratch.com, and they cost, for the night view, the big night view book, it costs around about $9 to $15, depending on which one you get. As for the postcards, I think they're about $8 as well, but I'll leave all the links in the description for wherever you are to go and buy them. So I really hope you've enjoyed looking at a bit of a different review today. It's not colouring, but it is filling in gaps and revealing colour, so it's the same type of action, so I thought you'd be interested to see it. If you are, please leave me a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the channel, and I'll see you soon on Colour with Claire.